Today, the Guardian Council has named the final list of 7 candidates for next month's presidential election. Now, the most well-known among them is Ebrahim Raisi. He's the head of the country's judiciary. He ran against the current president, Hassan Rouhani, in 2017. Now, one of the big names not on the ballot is the former president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Well, let's talk to our correspondent in Tehran, Reza Sayah. Reza, tell us more, first of all, about who did make the candidates, who's on this list.
Nadia, rarely do you see a decision by the establishment here in Iran that surprises all political camps here. But to a degree, I think the decision here by the Guardian Council, the announcement of the 7 approved candidates, has surprised not just reformists and pragmatists here, but also to a degree, the conservatives. Of course, it was the Guardian Council, the governmental body that vetted hundreds of individuals who registered to run for this year's presidential elections. Today, the Guardian Council announced that it has approved only 7 of those individuals. All of them are viewed as conservatives, so-called principalists. These are individuals who are staunchly loyal to the supreme leader, staunchly loyal to the values and the principles of the Islamic Revolution. In other words, they don't believe that significant change and reform is necessary when it comes to social freedoms and political freedoms. The favorite candidate among the 7 approved is clearly going to be Ebrahim Raisi. He's the current head of Iran's powerful judiciary, and he is the candidate who 4 years ago lost to the current president, reformist Hassan Rouhani. He's clearly going to be the favorite. Other conservatives approved Mohsen Rezaei, the former senior official of the Revolutionary Guard, Saeed Jalili, the former lead nuclear negotiator. Note that these 2 men have lost previous presidential elections, and they're also viewed as being in the same camp as the favorite candidate, Ebrahim Raisi. Missing from this field any reformists, any pragmatists, including the current vice president, Esaq Jahangiri, and Ali Larijani, the former speaker of Iran's parliament. Note that both of these men have long been part of Iran's political establishment, but today, essentially, the Guardian Council told them, you're not fit to run for the president elections this year. It's impossible to say what the Guardian Council had in mind with this decision, but clearly they didn't want any reformists to be part of the field, and they've cleared the way for a conservative to be the next president of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Nadia.
And Reza, is this then the final list, or could there be some last-minute additions to that group of 7?
Maybe not. There are some rumors circulating that some talk that the supreme leader could intervene and maybe introduce one of these candidates, one of the reformists, perhaps Ali Larijani, who's viewed as a pragmatist, to make the race a little bit more conservative, competitive. Some say if Iran wants a good voter turnout, another candidate has to be introduced. Otherwise, people who are already frustrated with the government are simply not going to vote.
We'll see what happens. Reza Sayah for us there in Tehran. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting today.